Hi, this is Sean at Streetscape, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of our most popular beta feature, the switcher. This is an account switcher that allows any user who has it enabled on their account to move between any number of accounts to which they are an authorized participant without having to log in again or using a different email address. Now you can see on the page in front of me here right now, I just chose a random builder for this demonstration and I'm logged in as Dynasty Builders Ltd. And I can tell that because at the top here, I can see there is a box that has the name of the builder account showing. And if you don't have this at the very top of your page, as you can see here, it's because you don't have the switcher enabled. Now, when I say that the switcher is a beta feature, what that means is that it is a new feature that we've introduced. And as a beta feature, we're testing it to see if it's popular, if it works well, if it presents some challenges to the functioning of the software platform. But it's been very popular because on Streetscape, like many platforms, every user is required to have their own login and to have a unique email address. And what happens from time to time is someone says, well, I have one unique email address, but I participate working with a number of different builders or different consultants or perhaps even different developers under that same email address. And the idea of account federating, or what we call the switcher, is that you can use that singular account, a singular email address, and you can register to have it present on the switcher and then move between them. And so currently the switcher looks like this. It might look a little bit different in the future. But this is the idea, and I'm going to show you roughly how to use it. Now, if you want to make use of the switcher, go ahead and contact support if you have a support tab. Well, you will have a support tab. Go ahead and see who your support resource is from one of our service providers, and you can talk to them about the switcher. It's likely, currently the switcher is made available at no cost as a beta product. It's likely going to be a paid feature in the future, a premium feature for our pro and enterprise builder, developer, and consultant clients. But if you do need that, and it's an important part of how you want to manage your Streetscape experience across a number of accounts, go ahead and ask for it, and we'll do our best to help you out. There may be a charge, like I say, once this becomes a full-blown feature, because it is very popular and it's also very powerful. So for the moment, let me show you quickly how to use the switcher if you have it. It's very simple, but there are a couple things that are really useful to know. The first thing to know is that if you have the switcher enabled, you'll see it on top. And by clicking on the switcher, you'll be shown which accounts you can switch into. Now, mine's a little bit different because I have administrative access or super admin access here. So I can actually switch into and impersonate any account because it's important that we are able to support everyone. And so when I click inside here, let's say I'm in as Dynasty Builders, but I also have a login for, let's say, Excel Homes. So as I type Excel Homes here, I'm going to be able to pick them, and I'm going to be able to see, and you're seeing the page reload. And so now, look, I'm in his Excel Homes, and you can tell right away because the branding has changed. Excel Homes has set up some custom branding. And so now we can see right away that I'm into the new account, and this one worked smoothly. Now, there's a problem can happen, and I want to give you a heads up. So just in case I am inside of a page to which only Excel Homes has access. So let's say we clicked into a particular lot record, for example, that only Excel would have access to, like this one. And I go from here, and here I go back and I try to use the switcher, and I try to switch back. Here, I'm trying to switch back to Dynasty. So if I try to switch back to Dynasty Builders, I'm going to have a problem. And watch what happens. So now I've got a white screen and I've got an error message that says I don't have permission to view this lot. Well, on Streetscape, individual lot or unit records are private to the developer and their consultants, as well as the specific builder or tenant to which they are assigned. And so that's why I don't have permission as Dynasty, because this lot is assigned to Excel. And so I'm getting this error message right now. And so if I click OK, well, now I'm like, okay, well, now what do I do? I'm kind of stuck. So there's two ways to get out of this. This can happen if you switch on a private page and now you're in this place. There's two things that you can do. What I usually do is I cut the URL. So I go to the top in my browser and I cut the URL. I can simply delete this and I can go backwards. So let's see what that looks like. If I do this, it's going to automatically go back to the login, see that I'm logged in. It's going to send me to whatever my default login destination is, a setting that I can set under my personal settings in here. But it took me here, and now I'm good to go, and I'm fine. So I'm logged in as Dynasty, and I can do whatever I was going to do. The other thing I can do, let's go back here again. So if I'm back here again, and I want to get out of this, there's another place, another thing I can do, and I can simply go back. And I can try to go back to the most recent page I visited that is not a private page. So let's try that. So Streetscape Reloaded, and there we go. So that right now is really one of the only problems that we have in using the switcher, and we'll have it when it's fully commercialized and released as a full-blown feature. We'll have that fail a little bit more elegantly, so it'll take you someplace, and you won't have to worry about that one constraint. But that is the basics on how to use the switcher, and just keep in mind, make sure you are, I strongly recommend that inside of the People menu, you go into the company settings, and you modify the branding with the logo, background, and other information that you can customize, so that there's never any confusion about which group you are currently working in when you're working through any activity or workflow process. As in the example with Excel, they have all their branding set up. It's really obvious when you go in there that, I'm in here as Excel Homes. And you see there's another example where I tried to switch on a page that was a private page. It was the branding page for the particular group. And now I can just do a quick reset and I'm back here. But I'm back in as Excel Homes, as you can see. So that is a quick overview here. Again, if the switcher is important to you, under your support menu here, you will see who you're able to contact. If you don't have a paid Streetscape account in any way, you can talk to one of the resellers, or if you have an account underneath or licensed through any of the developers, for example, you can simply select and you'll get a contact for builder training and support for any of those. And any of those people are able to give you a hand to talk to you, in this example, as a builder or whichever the case. So that support tab is useful for you to have that conversation. And as well, under the support tab, if you're looking for support videos on how to use this switcher or on anything else, you'll often find those videos here along this left side panels under the support panel with the video resources icons beside it. And that will click through and it will give you it'll give you access, like in this example, to the full tutorial video set for the group in question, or for any clients that might be relevant here as well. So those video resources are available to you as well. But I hope that information is helpful on how to use the switcher for federated accounts. Again, this is Sean from Streetscape. Have a terrific day. Bye-bye.